Hi guys and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 with Rangers. It's been a couple of days since we played Partizan, but we're back here to do some of the transfer run through and of course the next leg of that Partizan tie. So as you can see, Celtic are favourites at 3-1 for the title. We are 4-1. In reality, you would just smash tons of money on us both because one of us is going to be winning it and you would be making a profit either way there. But that's the league odds. It's fair play that Celtic are the favourites. Bookies might be thinking that our title win might have been a bit of a flash in the pan and a fluke and that Celtic will respond, which they might well do, by the way. No guarantee we're going to win the league every year now. Nathan Markello is coming in on a trial. We'll see if he's any good. Markello, the centre back. Nah. He's not tall enough or strong enough in the air to be a defensive centre back, and he can't play football at all, so he's not going to fit in the system that way. So I'm going to terminate that trial, but I'll always do a trial if I can, as my buddy is set to go to Hamilton. Let's tell him, made the decision to let you go out so you can continue your development. My buddy joins Hamilton at the end of the season. Squad numbers for the league. Sam Byram can take number 2 off Murray Wallace, who doesn't care what number he is. Fodringham number 1. Ian Fulton doesn't care. O'Halloran number 29, and nobody else in the squad cares what number they are. So we'll submit that squad list. I honestly don't know what it does, giving a player their preferred squad number. I don't know if you had that motorbike outside, but bloody hell, must have like a 2-litre engine or something in that thing. Okay, so we beat Billericay, as you would imagine, 4-0. Henderson, Morelos, Afif and Liam Butt getting in on the action. Poor game for McCrory as Forfar upset Ross County. And Fopala gets another 2 goals as Livingston beat East Fife. Fopala now has 5 goals in the 3 games he's played in that cup. So he's off to a flyer for Livingston. Liam Henderson wants an improved contract. He still has 4 years left to run though, so he'll not be getting that. You've plenty of time running on your deal, so go away. And young Tim Gallagher's back. The 12-year-old that we've got playing for us is back in action, so hopefully he can play against Partizan. If he is, we'll throw him in, by the way. 3 in the first leg, so there's no way they're going to come back into this thing. We can afford to play a couple of youngsters. Top goal scorer odds, Morelos is the odds-on favourite to be the top goal scorer at evens. Then Norbert Ballo from Celtic is away back at 4-1. Chris Long 5-1 for Hibs, 6-1 for Odds and Edwards, 7-1 for Lee Griffiths, and Adam Rooney's 8-1. So Morelos has got a lot of pressure on his shoulders now to be the top goal scorer once again. Hopefully he can do that, live up to that tag, the favourite tag there. We'll need those goals from him again if we're going to win the title. I think he chipped in with something like 29 or something last season. We'll have a look at that in a moment. Zinchenko move delayed due to the work permit. Yeah, so now we might actually get in Eric and just cancel the Zinchenko thing. Top player, Rogic is evens. Didier Ndong is 2-1. Armstrong 5-2. Borthwick Jackson 3-1 to be the best player in the league, even though he's never played a game in Scotland before. Fabio Cardoso 7-2 and Graham Shinney 7-1. No nod there for Murray Wallace or John McGinn, who were the top 2 best players in the league last season. Make of that what you will. We're almost at the Partizan game here with still nothing on the transfer front. It's a bit of an odd one. I'd like that Eric transfer complete actually. I'd like that complete before I have to make a decision on the Zinchenko deal. I'd hate to cancel the Zinchenko deal because I wanted Eric and then the Eric deal doesn't go through and I'm left with nothing. I'd also like to see if that loan's going to go through for that West Ham boy. I'm not seeing any news on that. Let's have a look. Well, the Eric move is delayed due to work permit, which will be decided on the 30th. Zinchenko has not got a work permit. We have appealed it, of course, and we'll see on the 2nd of August if he gets it. The odds for the best young player, Ian Fulton 2-1 to be the best young player in the league. Cameron Borthwick Jackson 5-2. Harry Cochrane 3-1. Jake Otongo 4-1. Kyle McGuinness 5-1 and Greg Docherty 6-1. Let's have a look how Harry Cochrane's developing. 19 years of age, developing quite well. Let's get an updated scout report on him. Andy Gilmore developing quite well. It's nice to see. And we are indeed getting Syed Haksabanovic in on loan. So he has joined the club as a winger. He is, let's see, his attacking midfielder just behind Akram Afif. And it is time to play the game, of course, against Partizan Belgrade, as we agree Stirling Albion taking Gareth Harris as a key player on loan. What else? Marco Milanese is a key player to Renate in Serie C. Fine, why not? As long as he's getting key player game status. So Tim Gallagher's not quite ready to play. Murray Wallace could get 60 minutes, but there's no purpose in stressing him out. Akram Afif could play as well, but I think we'll just throw in Dimitri Mitchell on the left-hand side. So Dimitri Mitchell will come in for Akram Afif. Where's Craig Brown? Yeah, let's get him in there. Young Craig Brown is going to come on for Byram, and Houston will drop back. Wes Fodringham might as well go in goal for it. Danny Finlayson can start at centre back along with Marco Milanese. Why not? Who else do we have? Oliveira can start ahead of Borthwick Jackson. Zach Rudden can start as the striker ahead of Morelos. Ryan Jack comes in for Cataldi. There's so many changes we're going to make, by the way. Such a deep squad this year. Jordan Thompson can go away to the under-20s, so he's not going to feature in the team again. Liam Kelly can also go away to the under-20s. I don't think there's anybody else we really want to bring in for this one today. I think I'm pretty good with who we've got on so far. Is there anybody in the under-20s we want to take a look at? Andy Gilmore, the centre-back. Do we want to throw in Andy Gilmore instead of Milanese? Oh, actually, Bednarchek. Let's bring him up and get him in instead of Craig Brown. Craig Brown's really not ready for this. Only 17 years of age. Decent young player, but we're gonna throw in Bednarchek just now. Oh, he's unregistered, he can't play. Okay, Craig Brown will play, but I still want Bednarchek in that first team squad somewhere so we can take a look at him. Aidan Wilson, do we want Aidan Wilson in the team? I don't see how he's got 3-star potential. He doesn't look very good to me. Right, let's go with Andy Gilmore. 17-year-old Andy Gilmore, he should be able to come in without being registered. He can indeed. He is in for Marco Milanese. So, squad today: Fodringham, Houston, Finlayson, Gilmore, Oliveira, Jack, Barjonas, Brown, Henderson, Mitchell and Rudden, with the exception of Barjonas coming out for Rossiter. So there we go, let's see what we get out of this today. A heavily rotated squad. I expect a much tighter game than we had over in Serbia, but I can't see them overturning the deficit even with the changes we've brought in. Media's given you a lot of credit. Go on and put a good display. And when they go out in the park, we'll just encourage them, as we normally do when we expect to win a game. On Rossiter pinching it quickly, but it does break back to Partizan. Jovanovic running at Oliveira, forcing them back the way. Looks like something is going to happen though in the first highlight here. Pradanovic, Jovanovic, there's a lot of itches. Lekic, Gilmore wins it. Well done, Andy Gilmore. Back to Fodringham, out to Finlayson. And can we grab a goal early doors here? Finlayson marauding forward with the ball onto Rossiter. Jack, Henderson. Good play. We're a good footballing side now as Henderson pings her out to Mitchell. Take them on and whip it for Rudden. Go on, young man. Get your goal when this comes in. Mitchell whips it. Easily headed away though. Jack now completing the pressure here. Piling it on. Henderson. Rossiter forward. Knock it in. There you go. Craig Brown's in. Is he going to score? I think he is though. Craig Brown. The young man scores a goal. Can we praise them? Nah, not quite. We can now though. No, we can't. We encouraged them after we'd after we'd scored. Andy Gilmore, who's got a massive forehead, has been booked sadly. It's good to see so many youngsters in this squad, both real youngsters and regens. Young Brown to Henderson. Jack got Mitchell out wide as an option. Uses him. Take him. Oh, sorry, Oliveira, not Mitchell. Oliveira stands her up. Henderson knocks her on. Craig Brown, and he's scored again. Young Craig Brown, who's on for a hat-trick. Can you imagine the buzz there would be about a real-life Scottish youngster who's 17 and is on for a hat-trick in the Champions League? Even at qualifying stage. Mitchell teeing up this one, stands it up, back post, Brown's in there, nods it down, Henderson volleys it, nearly busts the net, and Brown now has 2 goals and an assist. And remember what I was saying last episode about teams like Partizan being underrated in this game? If Rangers went out against Partizan and played a bunch of academy boys, they would get beat about 6-0. So I always feel like it diminishes the accomplishment a little bit when you beat teams like this because they're so massively underrated. Like Maribor, for example. Maribor knocked Ronnie Dyla's Celtic out in real life, and then you played them in Football Manager that year and you could smash them like 8-0. They're hugely underrated, these teams. We'll bring McGinn on for Jack, I think. I think that's all we're going to do, though. I want to give these rotational players as much game time as we can. Gilmore to McGinn. I think I'll take Henderson off. Possibly for a Afif. Just throw him in there. Yeah, we'll do that just now. Liam Henderson off for Akram Afif, who can take over the role as an attacking midfielder. Henderson was down at 70% fitness, so we just want to keep him fresh. And we might bring Gamboa on for Houston as the last substitution of the game. As Ostojic plays it long for Partizan. Lekic picks her up. Come on, keep another clean sheet. I don't think we will. Lekic now threads it through. Huge chance. Fodgingham saves again. And it looks like we will get our 4th clean sheet. Oh, that looks like a red card for Andy Gilmore. I think it is. Michael Oliver talking to Andy Gilmore. And he sends him off. What a debut for the young man in the Champions League. Gets sent off. So we're going to bring Mitchell off for Ivanildo Fernandez. Drop him in at the back. We're not going to change the way we play or anything. They're so poor, Partizan, in this game that it's not going to make much of a difference. It's a shame for young Andy Gilmore to not be able to play a part in the next stage, but I don't think he will play a part in the next stage anyway. We'll take a step up playing against Pilsen or the other team if it ends up being the other team. It's over the top. A huge chance actually for Partizan to score. It's squared, it's Lekic, and they have scored. Dejan Lekic, assisted by Dejan Juricic. It's a shame that we're finally breached, but who cares? We've obviously won the tie. Easily. Lots of academy players playing in this game. Houston throws it, 3-1 victory. And another good game at the start of this season. Well done, lads. A good win. Don't want to get too carried away, but it is a good win for us. And Ross McCrory got on well for Ross County as they took on Brechin, beat them 3-0, 7.7 for McCrory there. Gilmore's professional debut, he gets sent off. We're playing Stjarnan actually. It won't be Pilsen. That's interesting. Do we know anything about Stjarnan's squad just now? The Icelandic team, not really. They've got Christensen on loan from Willem II, and they also have Magnusson there, a 22-year-old. So another team we should probably be beating. We'll see how we get on there. Obviously, the first game is at home for Stjarnan, obviously away for ourselves. So let's just see how the transfers go. We're obviously waiting on the Eric work permit decision and the Zinchenko appeal. Let's see. Brora want Mark Winus on loan as a key player. Fine. Eric's work permit has been rejected. We have appeals. We'll get the decision on the 3rd. And we need to register players now. We will register. Where are they? Where are we? We will register Bednarchuk and Haksabanovic. We can't actually. We need to take 2 players out. Actually, we need to leave gaps in the squad, unfortunately. Yeah, so we can't register either of those 2 players at the moment, which is sad. We would unregister Ithami and Milanese. Yeah, they would be the 2 that would come out. Sadly, we can't do it at the moment. We can do it before we play in the Champions League proper, though. But not at the moment. Okay, what are we seeing here now? Mark Winus to Annan as a key player. Fine, accepting of that too. Good training month for Andy Gilmore. Oh, look at that, all the stats going up. The young 17-year-old made his professional debut and got his first red card. Okay, as you can see there, the Hibs game looming, so we're getting into the season proper now. We're playing Stjarnan and Hibs next time. Partick Thistle taking Robin McCrory as a first team player. Tried to get key player, they went go for it. And Gareth Harris possibly too. Peterhead is a key player. Fopala playing again now for Livingston against Annan. Livingston scored 3. Did Fopala get any? No, for a change. He still got a 7.0 and he got 1 assist. He was actually playing wide as a winger that time rather than as a striker. Obviously, board very pleased with us and the squad dynamics excellent, as you'd imagine, winning the title. Zinchenko's work permit has been rejected. He could not play for us, so we're going to cancel that, obviously. So let's hope we get the one for Eric, or it's back to the drawing board. O'Halloran's back in training. Wallace is back in training. Barjonas and Cardoso are the captains. Milanese to Partick possibly as a key player, wouldn't mind that. And Eric's work permit has been turned down, so we can't get him either. So it's back to the drawing board in terms of signings. But I'll go through that off screen. This will be the end of the episode just now. We've taken a little look at more of the transfer goings on and how we deal with all that. Obviously this is a bit of a unique scenario in that Eric and Zinchenko both have had work permits rejected. So we're going to have to go back and get somebody else. But that's the process. As I said last episode, let me know what you guys think about that, whether or not you want to see more of that. As I say, usually do it off screen because I sort of intuitively thought that perhaps that would be a little bit boring. But maybe it isn't. If you guys are enjoying it, then let me know down below in the comments. Beating Partizan relatively easily. Obviously the young academy players getting some game time as well. Next episode we're right into the season proper. Stjarnan and Hibs both away from home, so you know the real team will be playing those games, so come back for that. If you've liked this episode, please drop down below and leave a like. I know some people like to see the youth academy graduates in action, so hopefully that was good today. Craig Brown obviously getting those goals. Obviously if you want to follow the series, if you're new here to the channel, please subscribe. I'd love to have you, and I would be really grateful if you would do that. Obviously helping the channel out massively there if you're enjoying the series. But mostly, as I always say to you guys, I just want to say thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time for Stjarnan and Hibs.